We'll do the citizens report. Does any citizens have anything to address this council? Okay. PDS, Gail?
The Mac garage has been torn down. Don't know what the status of 305 Main Street is. I understand that it's pending. I also was approached by a gentleman wanting to know basically about the property. And I told him what had been relayed through council and that he would have to talk to PDS in regards to, he wants to make it a two-family. And I told him that that could not happen. But he had to go through the PDS process to find out.
Right, yeah. Yeah, because now I have to talk back with Rob and see where we stand at, because it's supposed to be now moved forward, if not sold. We got to demo that, or?
My understanding is it's pending according to what's on the internet.
Pending sale?
Yeah.
Pending sale or condemned property? Is it condemned?
I guess if you want to stick the money in and rehab it, you
It's
can do
really
so.
technically not condemned. You can go in, fix it up, but it's going to be watch why the PDS and structural people and all of that, you know.
And then, when going through the financials, I seen that we had a text amendment at PDS. Anybody know what that's all about? Why didn't we pay him $258 for a text amendment then?
Would that have been the property down there, Bailey's old property, where it got inspected?
No, text amendment is changing the zoning for the most part, or requesting, for instance, we had, that was in the text amendment. So,
I've not heard of any zoning.
Wasn't there a request to change zoning on that house up against BP down there in the river?
Across the street from BP.
Yeah.
431 River Road, the one they tore down.
That's what it was.
No, the one in the front yard.
White House.
It's for sale. In the front yard, it's two different lots, but they're selling it as one lot. One lot zone business, one lot zone residence.
Ladle's old
Oh,
house.
Lale's old house back
Yeah,
there, okay.
she had an
Okay.
issue, that's what it is. Yeah. I'll check with her.
That wouldn't have anything to do with a text amendment.
No.
Maybe it was just labeled wrong or something.
I don't know, but there's a payment to PDS that says text amendment for $258. So I was
The
just
only thing
curious.
that's been amended was Z21, as far as I'm aware.
I don't know.
I'll have to find out.
I'll check with her.
I don't have anything else.
Okay. All right, police, I have the report for Cody.
Anybody have any questions?
Well, we do have one.
Okay.
Who's the officer with you? Would you want
Let me
to
introduce her.
Huh?
Step up
Have
here.
her stand up.
I'm Chelsea Little. I just graduated the academy on October 3rd. So
Congratulations.
I'm a nurse officer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what you had, Jack, all he told me is you had three traffic citations, 2 arrests, no major incidents.
Yeah, there was like 80 calls for service, vacation, special area checks was 40, 7 traffic stops, other calls for service was 33. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
All right. Well, keep it quiet when you're out there, okay?
Yes, sir.
We did get an email.
Car on Pike Street?
No,
Okay, I handled that earlier today.
This is about,
It's still there, but insurance, the car on Pike, if you do get a call about it, because the gentleman did say he did call the city or left a message, I don't know. It was involved in an accident. Insurance, I talked to the owner, insurance is supposed to come and get it within a couple of days. So we opted not to cite him or anything because the car that hit them did not have insurance. So they're out their car, that kind of stuff.
He did email me, and I was the one that directed him to you guys.
Okay.
So you
So yeah, I did go down, that's where it's at if he calls back,
Okay.
because he didn't leave name, number, nothing with us.
Yeah,
what I'm referring
he made
to,
his point.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
what I'm referring to is that Paula Gracious is working on this year's Christmas Day Parade. And Kelly has agreed to kind of take lead on the planning of the parade between the two cities.
Okay.
And there was a message asking if the Ludlow chief got ahold of you guys to see if you were gonna help with any of the blocking the streets and stuff like that, so.
We normally do.
Yeah.
You know, we work together, obviously.
So you haven't heard anything from them?
I have not, but
Okay.
that
Well,
does not mean the chief
Send a
has.
message.
I did actually just send a copy of that map to Stanley.
Okay.
So he should have that, and, I mean,
Okay.
we've done it in the past, so
I-
I suppose if he has any questions, he can let me know.
Yeah, I will bring it up to him tomorrow, and I'll be speaking with him in the morning when I come in, so
We'll send the email, so
I'll
you
make
guys
sure
have
he's
it.
aware of it. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Fire department?
All right.
Good evening. You have my report in front of you. A couple highlights is we're working with Bromley, the BP facility there with the water line protection, their water line for fire protection. They put a whole new line in. Put on the phone with them this afternoon as well, so that's progressing, and I think December, maybe 1st December, I think it's supposed to be done, I don't remember. We did do some joint training with some fire departments around us. We had a joint training scheduled with the department. They backed out, but we had a tower there that there's some pictures of. People were able to do some hose advancement and those kind of things. We had our annual pump test. The mayor drove by when we were doing that. We did that on Steve Tanner. So you can see the pictures there. We had some things we got to fix on our pumps, but it's kind of normal, just some seals and different things. You may see the crews out mess with the hydrants. They're just winterizing those, pumping those out, make sure that there's no water in them, so when the cold weather hits, if it hits, we don't have any frozen hydrants. We did not get the grant that we put in for to get new gear and new SCBA's. We're gonna reapply for it. It's open now, and I think the 1st of December is when it closes. We did a drill with the Ohio River for a response. There's a kind of a flyer in there that kind of explains that, if you have any questions. I think that kind of covers things for this end of the town.
I like the pictures, chief. On your winterization of those fire plugs, are you just drawing them down to dry bone, or?
Yeah, we go back, we check them 2 times, I guess total of 3 times. We check originally, and then we check them 2 more times, just the wet ones. And then we put a string down there or whatever, if there's water in there, we pump them out. And then we gather a list of those, and we send them to the water department and tell them, hey, these are wet, can you guys look at these? And we keep a note in the truck, once we get our final list. That way, if we pull one up on a hydrant, just say the one in front of the firehouse here, or the city building here is wet, we kind of know that. And then once we get that final list, once it freezes, we'll go around and kind of see if they're frozen or not. Just kind of do a final check, see what the water department tells us, just that way we can know ahead of time, in case we have to skip that hydrant and go to the next.
Okay.
Because everybody's on the news saying, hey, this hydrant was frozen. Well, did you not get out and check? Did you not? I don't want to be that guy on the news.
I didn't know if they'd come out with some kind of chemical that you could put in
No,
there.
no, not with the water line because of health department reasons
Right.
and things. Now, there are things that we, in our tanks and different things we put there. We winterize them through the RV antifreeze to do that, but not something we can put down in the lines like that.
Chief, can we put on our Facebook page about the smoke detectors and batteries, if we have an elderly person or somebody who's not capable of?
Yeah, we can come around and check them and help change the batteries or change them out. We're in the process, I think it's been 3 months, maybe 4. The Red Cross supposedly is starting the program back up, and we're on the list to get some. We had some from a grant a while back, but those all ended up expiring. They were 10 years old, so wasn't no sense in putting expired smoke detectors up. So we're looking at that. If not, we may end up going and getting a few from Home Depot just to keep on hand, just in case put a couple on each truck in case we get somewhere where somebody doesn't have one or doesn't have the means to get one. Usually if it's a rental property, we usually will not give away a smoke detector, because that's the landlord's responsibility. If it's privately owned, then we will do what we can. I mean, we'll still help them as much as we can, especially change a battery and stuff like that, but providing smoke detectors, should be the landlord's responsibility.
But you can provide them for actual homeowners? Okay, so,
Potentially, right now, we get a list.
okay.
We're waiting for the Red Cross to get them, and if they don't get them here soon with the weather changing and people putting up Christmas decorations and space heaters and that stuff, we'll probably get some to have on hand until.
So right now, just assisting with, checking
Batteries.
that they're working and batteries and accessibility?
Mhm.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I had
Yeah.
it before I put it.
Once we get that, I'll make more of an announcement. I think it's been a 3-month process. We've been dealing with them, trying to get them. We're on the list.
Okay.
Keep telling them we're on the list, whatever that means to them. So. All right, thank you.
Okay, hall committee.
I've got,
Okay, road and light, Dave.
Road and light, I am starting the process of, and Kim will touch on this in a little bit, but for the sidewalk program, it looks like we're gonna do the 200 block, the old school building first. And there's some plans being drawn up for that. Other than that, the street striping got done. I'm going to probably put out for some concrete work to get all the other, where there is no crosswalks, get state regulated handicap ramp corners put in on that. Other than that, I'm going to start looking into and searching for some grants and that for street resurfacing.
That's what we need, yeah.
So, that's all I got.
And we still got that lady that's working grants, Diane.
I got you, I
Yeah.
sent you her name and
Okay. So
phone
you
number.
did.
Yeah,
Because she would be a good resource.
Yeah, we'll reach back out to her.
okay.
Okay, thanks, Dave. Public Works, Bob, you got anything you want to say?
No, just basically trying to get all the weeds up off the ground, keep the drains open and clear, and
Right.
that's what we've been,
Okay,
most of our time and effort into.
right, okay. Okay, all right, Kim, you're up.
I was asked last month to prepare an ordinance to change the rental license from $100 to $150 for single units. So this is ordinance 11-124, an ordinance of the city of Bromley, amending chapter 15.18C of the official code of ordinances of the city of Bromley by increasing the fee to obtain a rental license for rental property in the city. Be reading by the city of Bromley, section 1, that chapter 153.18C of the official code of ordinances of Bromley is amended to read as follows. Section C, no license shall be issued or renewed unless a completed application form is accompanied by the payment of a license fee in the amount of $150 per single dwelling unit and $100 per unit for multiple dwelling units within one structure or building. Section 2, ordinances in conflict or the extent of such conflict repealed. Section 3, the invalidity of any section, subsection, or sentence of the ordinance shall not affect the remainder. Section 4, this ordinance shall take effect and be in full force from and after its passage, approval, and publication according to law.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept ordinance 11-124.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Man, the only thing I had is I talked to Mike Kimball today about this sidewalk program. I put together a little draft agreement that I think what we need to do is kind of go back and look at this and be a little bit more specific in exactly how this is going to work, and then I think the contract will be a little bit easier from there. Mike about a half hour or so today.
And reading that ordinance, there's no, clause in there for refund of the money if they fail to, meet the deadlines.
Yeah, and that's something that we can put in that program too. And I think I had something in the agreement about it, but we're new at this, so we'll learn as we go along, but I'll talk to Mike and Dave, I guess, and, see if we can get a little bit more meat on those here.
That's it, Kim?
The only thing I'd remind, council members, they have to be sworn in after the election is certified before the first of the year.
Okay. All right. Ways and Means,
For the revenue, general fund, we're at around 25%. Anticipated income, which is around $94,000. We're getting property taxes about, I think it's around about $50,000 in property taxes, so that's about 50%. So it's slowly coming in. For the expenditures, we're showing about 44% of our expenditures already. That's basically because the second payment for the lease contract, which is a total of $50,000 or 50% of the contract for the year, so that's why it's showing 44%. So there's really nothing out of the ordinary there. The other accounts, no action or no activity for the road and mutual aid fund. Capital improvement, the only report I can give is that finally today, I was able to go pick up the deed restriction document that needed to be recorded at the Kent County Courthouse, which seems like forever, but finally got it today, and it is now sitting on somebody's desk downstate. So hopefully they'll approve the reimbursement right away and get it to us at $75,000 that will be coming, hopefully.
Right away, maybe by April.
2 years from now, maybe.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Park, playground, town, is there anything? Yeah, nobody down there. Fine, thank you. Insurance and grants, Andy?
Renewal will be up in February, and we can worry about that then. I did find out that the partial payment on insurance, it was a partial payment, it was exactly half because of a potential budgetary shortfall. It was split up into two, which has always been an option for us to do. We've always just paid it full up front, but this year, the decision was made to pay it half. So that's why you saw that $7,000. I did search for, through KLC for a grant for ADA accessibility on curbs, and I didn't come up with anything, but I don't know. Other than that, I don't have anything.
All right. Well, on my report, I would like to say it's been a pleasure working with this council. I think we accomplished a lot in the city, working together. Now as we move on to translate into new council, I'd like to congratulate Kelly for being accepted by the voters. All in all, looking forward to working with the new council and hopefully just keep the city moving forward like the residents like it being done. So that's all I got.
Mayor, I'd like to comment under that. I'd like to thank Gail for her years of service and dedication and knowledge.
I don't think she's done yet.
No, but as far as the election, that's what I'm kind of interested in, so thanks, Gail.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Need a acceptance for the committee reports. Somebody make a motion, we accept it.
Make a motion to accept the committee reports.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Old business?
I just want to thank Bob, Jack, and Tony Butler for getting those library box and pantry put in. I think they look good. Tony donated a little bit of concrete and a couple hours of his time to make sure it happened for the city. So,
Well, I live close by there, and I've seen people going off and on. Some people are taking stuff, some people are putting stuff in. So it's mostly been with the food that I've seen. I ain't seen too much, going with the book, but the food seems to be coming and going, you know what I mean? So they walked over there and looked at it, but I will when the weather gets cold, maybe make sure they've got anything canned in there that would freeze and bust, you know what I mean? But there's activity down there, that's for
That's
sure.
I visited one family in the library.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I do, along those lines, I had seen a post on Ludlow's Facebook about, at the resource center in their school, they're doing a thing where if there's any needy families or
Right.
anything, you can adopt a needy family. And I don't know, we probably should have started, I should have thought of it sooner, to get it done, but if maybe we could put on Facebook if there's anyone in Bromley that needs, whether it be
Maybe,
with
yeah.
Thanksgiving or with Christmas
Yeah.
or, has kids that they can't get gifts for, if somebody, kind of like an adopt a family or something like that for the holidays.
And maybe we can forward it to them too, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
To get that.
yeah. Just to reach out, since that's having success, maybe we can spread it out a little bit and help more people, especially this time of year.
I'll talk to you more about that, because I need to condense that as to
Okay,
what it
yeah.
would be and how much, and just, how to delegate. That kind of thing.
Well, even like just if you put a post out there that says, if you're in need or if you find yourself
Call them,
needing
let
something,
them know.
send you an email and we'll see what resources we can pull together for you.
Yeah.
If they're not able to get kids Christmas gifts
Yeah.
and we can get some volunteers to donate or anything like that. You could say we got a family with a 6 and an 8-year-old or,
Right, yeah. To kind of respond.
just a little goodwill for somebody
Yeah,
that
for
maybe
sure, I
really
just wanna
down.
make sure it was, worded
Yeah.
properly.
Any
Times are
new-
hard right now.
Yeah.
Any new business anybody got?
Yeah, I'd like to make a comment about my experience with this election. I kind of wrote this down and I'd like to have it put in as an attachment to the minutes. They say that two certainties in this life are death and taxes, but I believe even more in the certainties that God don't like ugly. And be careful what you put out in the universe, especially on the internet. It's out there forever. The nastiness and ugliness that occurred in our city Bromley's election was appalling. How sad that it has all come to this. We can no longer agree to disagree. Although I very much wanted to respond to the countless lies and attacks on my character and ethics levied against me on the so-called Citizens Bromley page, I was blocked from doing so by the administrator of the page. The citizens, former citizens, staff, spouses, ex-partners of our current elected officials viewed those words or commented with emojis, and you know who you are. And now I believe the universe was acting in my best interest. My non-responses are on the internet and are there forever. A good friend whose family lived in our town many years ago said, "They have not silenced you, they've just given you a new door to walk through." And I take that to heart. In closing, I'd like to say good luck to the incoming council.
Any other new business? Okay, communication, anything?
No.
Bills, make a motion the bills be paid, somebody?
We had a question about the PDS charge.
Yeah.
Should that be taken care of before we approve?
I don't know.
It's been taken already.
Yeah, it's been paid.
Want to make a motion to be paid?
Okay, under Kim's advice, no. I'll make a motion, we pay the bills.
Second,
Second?
all in favor?
Roll call.
Roll call, Mike?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Tim? Diane?
Yes,
Haley?
Yes on the monthly recurring, no on the credit cards and all others.
I'm sorry, what was that? Yes on what?
On the monthly recurring, no on credit card and all other bills.
Okay, we need, all in favor on that?
You already did.
Oh,
There, did roll
Yeah.
call.
All right. Okay, motion.
I asked for council approval to policy lien for the garage demolition at 13 Green Street. The mayor asked me to file an email message, I assume it's up to the council to do that.
That's $3,000, is that it?
Well, plus your fees.
Okay.
Well, I know PBS has already got some stuff, you know, but they're gonna handle it, I think, themselves. Okay. So, yeah, it's $3,000 plus whatever other fees that, Kim sees that need to put on that. So, if everybody's okay with that, we don't need a motion or anything, but, no, just so you all know, okay? Yeah, so,
Brittany had put on that we're doing the lighting of the park on the 23rd.
mhm.
It'd be great if we could get a little, you know, the council to come down and show support as well, and
Okay, put it on the, let it, send it out.
It's already out.
Yeah, it's already out
She's
there.
asking the council to be a part
but I
of
mean,
it.
if
Oh, okay.
the town sees
Right.
the council's all there, maybe it would be more,
You
grow every year, you know?
Usually a lot of us are down there. you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm gonna donate some lights to think.
I think he said we have plenty of lights.
But you think maybe we might wanna, decorate the other pine trees and along the,
Okay,
you know,
I think it would
I
look good.
can, cause there's electric there now.
And I think it was Brittany had said, do you have like those hand pumps for like coffee?
Yeah,
Okay.
we had two, we got
You have two of
last
those?
year.
Okay.
Yeah, we have like some decorations, we have a few little things you can use,
I think two will be plenty.
and we have cups,
Oh, there
things
is
like
cups
that.
down there already?
Okay, somebody will make a motion for adjournment?
The last-
Second.